In the first years of the Kerensky Protectorate, the lackluster performance of the aging SHD-1R Shadowhawk against newer designs made apparent the need to replace it. In a major contest, the Luthian Armour Works submitted its Dragon design and promptly lost the contract to the upgraded Shadowhawk 2H. Amazed and angered, the owners of Luthian Armour Works went ahead with production of a slightly less powerful Dragon. This design carried a Class 2 Victory autocannon on its right arm instead of the more powerful Imperator A. It was this Dragon design that House Kurita privately commissioned in 2754 as the basis for the Combine's private army until the dissolution of Star League. With its high speed and better than average firepower, the Dragon is intended as a close assault vehicle. In stagnant battles with little or no movement, Kurita commanders often hold the Dragon in reserve until they discover a weakness in the enemy line. They then further soften the weakness with bombardment, troops or tanks until a crack in the enemy line appears. At this point, the Dragons are turned loose to rush through the gap and exploit the advantage. The Dragon's design serves this purpose well. The mech's overall squat shape makes it both a small target for weapons fire and a difficult opponent to knock to the ground in a brawl. The mech's thick armoured torso, especially its back, also gives the Dragon the ability to take punishment when surrounded by the enemy, a common occurrence. Even the normally delicate autocannon is placed within a thick protective sleeve that absorbs some of the shock when the Dragon punches with that arm. Carrying 24 shots for the LRM system and a whopping 40 rounds for the autocannon, the Dragon is amply supplied for sustained battles without reloading. In the event a Dragon does run low on ammunition, the medium left arm laser ensures that the Mech Warrior will always have another weapon to fire. The second laser also buys it the healthy prospective mechs trying to approach on the rear. The efficiency of the design has one drawback, however. Some Dragon pilots become so overconfident of their mech that they often risk themselves and the machines unnecessarily by confronting heavier opponents such as a Zeus or Warhammer. Some extra discipline usually cures surviving warriors of this bad habit. The Dragon also proves itself useful defensively. With its large ammo supply, it can lay down a good pattern of fire and hold a prepared position against approaching mechs. What the Dragon does not have are reliable hip actuators. The military brass disregard engineering reports calling for a heavier actuator design in favour of a cheaper actuator made on nearby Luthian. As a result, the Dragon can suffer from burned micro-bearings, requiring frequent overhauls of the hip assembly. With the dissolution of the Star League, and the onset of the Succession Wars, the Dragon became the Combine's standard mech. Multiple production lines on many well-defended worlds, including Luthian, meant the design was so prevalent, every battalion and almost every company featured the Dragon, with some battalions composed of nothing but these mechs. So many were produced that the Federated Sons and Lyran Commonwealth employed salvaged Dragons in their own arsenals, while many mercenary commands used captured or purchased models. The Free Rasalhague Republic would also adopt the mech following their formation. The beginning of the end came around 3025 when the Grand Dragon, an improved version of the Dragon, entered the prototype phase. By 3040, initial production had begun on this upgraded model, with several Dragon factories switching over entirely to producing Grand Dragons. Even as the Combine was phasing it out of service, the original Dragon was not wholly abandoned, and it saw combat during the clan invasion.